Welcome.
Greetings, I'm Mrs. Erickson. I am the new assistant principal here at the middle school, and I am so excited for this year. I have previously taught for 15 years at Lincoln Elementary. I taught kindergarten, taught first grade, and then fourth grade. So my class and I were really excited when I got this job because they get to move up with me, or I get to move up with them. So many of you I might already know from different capacities. There are a lot of you that I don't know, and I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. One thing about teaching is that things are different every day, and I love the variety. And I hope that you are ready to make it a great year. I have 4 children of my own. They're all married, and I've decided that one of the best things is being a grandma. I've got 2 granddaughters, and I just love watching my grandkids. So in a way, I'm just going to have lots of grandchildren because I have all of you kids here at school to be able to watch over and be able to get to know. I love to garden. I love to go camping and do outdoor items. My husband is Officer Erickson. He's the lieutenant at the police department. So you'll even get to see him here at school because he's Officer Scott's boss. So he has to check in with him. Another thing that I love to do is play the piano and sing. So that's a little bit about me. I hope you're ready to have a great year. One thing I want you to remember this year is that opportunities don't happen. You create them. So I hope that you are all ready to make this year the best year ever.
Hello, students of Madison Middle School. My name is Mr. Bone. Now, if you don't know that, there's a problem because you've been with me now for a couple of days, and I've probably high-fived you out at the bus lane or in the hallways or seen you at one place or another at lunch. So if we haven't high-fived each other yet, my question is, why not? Have you avoided me? So come and talk to me. Let's high-five each other. Let's get to know each other and have a great school year. I bet everybody's getting settled in now that a couple of days have gone by. I hope you're excited about the school, that you're kind of learning where everything is and how to get around from here to there. 6th graders already know that you know where everything is. It's mainly the 5th graders and Mrs. Barton's 4th grade that I'm talking to about this. But I can tell you this, every 5th grade, every 4th grade, and even 6th grade students that come into our school are a little bit nervous in those first couple of days. Hopefully that's starting to go away now a little bit. If it hasn't, let's do some breathing. Okay, I feel better. All right. So now we're ready. Butterflies out of the system, and that you're ready for the school year. I'm excited for you to be with your teachers, whoever those teachers are, because the teachers at Madison Middle School rock. They are all awesome. You're going to get to know that as the school year goes along and just have a great time. So one of the things I want to talk to you students about that's really important in our school, I guess one is I want you to understand that school is not just about math and reading and science. School is also about the social behavior, learning how to interact with one another, learning how to make friends. You learn how to practice those things in a school. So that's one of the most important things that you're going to do this school year. One of the things that I talked to your teachers about just last week, I talked to them about what I call a higher purpose. Finding a higher purpose this year in school, which has nothing to do with math or science or reading or adding numbers or pouring something into a beaker or watching it explode or anything like that. It has to do with what's inside of us, with finding meaning within ourselves for this upcoming school year. And what I've asked the teachers to do, I'm going to ask you to do with each other. And that's this. I want you to help other people find meaning within themselves. And what that means is that when you see someone who you haven't met before, just walk up to them and say, hey, my name's so-and-so, what's your name? Or just talk to someone, go sit with someone in the lunchroom, especially people who maybe are sitting alone. Because as you show interest in someone else, you're adding value to them. You help them feel like, hey, I have meaning because somebody is spending time with me. And that's one very important thing to do. And once you've helped someone feel like they have meaning, then what you're doing is you're making a difference in someone else's life. And as they start to feel like, hey, I have meaning in my life too because someone is giving me their time, then they start to realize, hey, wait a minute, I can give meaning to someone else. I can make a difference in someone else's life. And as you make a difference in someone else's life, that can really branch out into bigger and better things that reach all around our world. I need you guys to understand that the peers that you have in your classroom, look around at them right now. Everybody look around. You see the other kids in your class? Those are your peers. Those are not Mr. Bloom's peers or Mrs. Lauritsen's students or Mr. Bloom's students. They are theirs, but they are also my peers. That's what you need to say to yourself. These are my peers that are in this room with me. These are not the friends. These are my friends. This is not the school, the middle school. This is my middle school. And as we start to have ownership, think of it as mine, then we start to respect it a little bit more. And I want you guys to do that. I want you to always think of Madison Middle School as your school. It's my school too, but it's your school too, and you need to think about it that way. Because if you make it yours, you'll treat it a lot better. So I encourage you to do that. Help people feel meaning in their life. Help make a difference in people's lives, and then also call it yours. Call it yours so that you'll treat things better that we have in our school as well. So here's a good example of what a higher purpose is. About over 20 years ago, when I was a college student at Arizona State, my wife was too, we went to a dance concert because she was a dance major. And there was this director of this dance company. Her name is Cleo Parker Robinson. Okay, she's from Denver, Colorado. And my wife said, hey, go down and meet her. We had never met her, first time seeing her. And she was talking to some people in the aisles of this auditorium. When she was finished talking to them, she turned to me, and I tell you, she treated me like I was her long-lost brother, like someone she had not seen forever. She talked to me as though we had known each other our entire lives, and it blew me away. She made me feel like I had meaning. She made me feel like I had value. And that's what I want you guys to do again, is to give value to each other. Make people feel important. Cleo Parker Robinson, I don't know a lot about her childhood, but she came from a difficult life, a difficult childhood. It wasn't easy for her. So I want you to know that even if things are hard sometimes at home, even if things are hard sometimes at school or wherever it is that you go among your friends that you play with, that doesn't need to be a reason why you can't make a difference in the life of someone. That doesn't mean that you can't be nice to others. And Cleo Parker Robinson is a really good example of that. Another thing about Cleo Parker Robinson is that when you leave her, you get this feeling that you look forward again to the next time that you're going to be able to see her. And you hear people say that, like they'll leave for a while and then they come back. And they're excited to be home, almost, is a word maybe that could be used. So one thing I would say about Cleo that you can apply to your own life is just always be happy. Always find a reason. Wake up in the morning and choose to be happy when you come to school every day. Make that conscious decision when you wake up, and we're all tired. I'm tired too when I wake up in the morning, but make a conscious decision that when you get to school, you're going to be happy that day, that you're going to take that happiness and add value to someone else, and that you're going to make a difference in someone else's life that particular day. And you can do that with a simple hello. And I encourage you to do that all year long.